Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, we're back here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up here in just a moment, the official restaurant partner. We're going to have chef and owner Douglas Clark on the Consumer Quarterback Show. That's H'ours Creole, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And before we do, we always want to feature our real estate listings live on air, and we've got a feel-good story of the day coming up here as well. Fire department welcomes a new therapy dog. Feel-good story coming up here in just a moment. Hot listings here in Tampa Bay. We got a hot listing at 16400 Gulf Boulevard. That's North Reddington. This is a beach property. It's a co-op, which is similar to a condo. Right on the beach, you got the Sugar Sand Beaches, dolphin-filled waters of North Reddington Beach, 16400 Gulf Boulevard. Beautiful condo, and it is directly overlooking the pool and the beach. Beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay. We also have a property at 6504 South Linda Street, recently reduced. We got owners are motivated. We did a price improvement recently. 6504 South Linda Street in Tampa. This one is a corner lot location. In South Tampa, beautiful property, 1,900 square feet, South Tampa, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, quarter of an acre of land, corner lot location, updated kitchen and bath, and we have willing to put $10,000 towards the closing costs. 6504 South Linda Street in Tampa. You can see all of our real estate listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.kw.com.
Buy dirt. Find one you can't live without.
And you can also buy some dirt from us as well. We got a dozen or so vacant land listings ranging from 30 acres. We got 15 acres, 23 acres in Gulf City Road and Ruskin. Lots of different land opportunities available. We just listed, also hasn't even hit the market, just barely hit the market. We've got 5 acres in the heart of Pinellas County in Largo. So reach out to the show hotline. We'd love to talk to you. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. And Doug Clark, H'ours Creole. Welcome back to the show, sir.
How you doing? Good to be back.
Yeah, man, good to have you, and always blessed and highly favored. And what's going on in your world, my friend?
No, we're just getting ready for Fat Tuesday here. We're smoking whole alligators. Got them on the. We had those guys brine them for about 24 hours. Got them on the smoker. We have a little carving station, and I'm doing a little seafood boil to celebrate. The national holiday of New Orleans here at H'ours Creole Smokehouse. A little taste of New Orleans and Tarpon Springs.
I love it. Seafood boil. You're speaking my language right there. Seafood boil. I love seafood, and alligator is an interesting taste too. How would you describe alligator to someone that has not tasted it before?
It tastes like chicken. That just like in New Orleans we call it the Bayou swamp chicken.
The swamp chicken. That's right.
Yeah, so we'll brine it the same way we do our birds here, and we slow smoke it overnight, about 220 degrees, and it comes out nice tender, just like it'll just like a pork, like a pig, carving station. It's great. People love it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think it's especially the tail. Is that the best part, the gator tail?
The tenderloin's pretty good too. We do. We'll take the legs and make like chicken wings, alligator wings out of it. We use the whole animal, so this thing gets used pretty good here. But our gator bites are the most popular one, and on Sunday brunches we'll do grits and griots. We'll braise the alligator tenders and the tails and make a little stew and put a little poached egg on top of that guy and serve it over some grits.
Oh, I love it. I love it, man. And H'ours Creole, that's kind of your flavor, right? That's you got that Bayou, that New Orleans style flavor. That's your menu kind of flavor and
that is our menu. Yep, that is what we stick to our we stick to what we know what we're doing here, and we bring a little taste of New Orleans here, and not everything is spicy. In New Orleans they call it spice, but that means just flavor. Everything's flavor. No salt and pepper shakers on the table here. We ain't doing our job if you got to put salt and pepper on it.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that's interesting, right? Yeah, you see that in restaurants, but you've got it flavored to the max, and there's no need for that.
No, absolutely not. Now, some people want to put extra on there. That's fine. We only carry 2 hot sauces, the one that we make, and then Tabasco. I think we stay true to the game here.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. And you got a great location right there in Tarpon Springs. People love Tarpon Springs. It's a really awesome location. It has some of the most, little known fact. It has, I believe, in the southeast United States, the most waterfront of any city in the southeast portion of the United States. So many waterfronts and canals and lagoons, and just a really cool place.
Yeah, downtown is really coming along. When we first got here 3 years ago, it was, everybody was like, I met a couple architects in the area, and they said this is the time that that it's taken about 3 times they said to redo the downtown area. We got the right leaders in place. Like everybody's involved with up making the city, and it's busy. First Friday here, I mean it's packed. It's a zoo every Friday. First Friday of the month. And it's just great to see everything going and the way everybody works together. It's a little big city, as I put it. There's a lot of people here, but, it's got that small town feel. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, right there on Tarpon Ave. Great location. H'ours Creole. If you just joined us, we're talking with Doug Clark. He is the chef and the restaurant owner and the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We invite you to go check them out. They've got live music over there as well. How many days a week you got live music there?
Every weekend, Friday and Saturday. Then we had music on Valentine's Day, which it was we had Sarasota Slim. He makes a guest appearance here. Guy's a blues legend around here. And the Jazz Fools and T-Bone and Julie Black. Those are kind of our 3-4 bands, and they're good. They all bring a different style. And the Jazz Fools, Jay Lehman, the guy is a genius. He's kind of set us in the right direction with what will fit for this place. And they get the Jazz Fools out here, and they jam it out, man. It's great. They'll be here tonight, Fat Tuesday. So they was gonna have a little jazz music, some martinis and hurricanes and smoking gator.
I love it. Walk us through a little bit of your menu, some of your menu items. I love the oysters; those are great. And then dessert wise, we love the bread pudding. What else you got over there?
Well, all the desserts are made in house. We don't skip any beats here. We do. My son will actually make the stuffed apple pie. It's one of my grandma's recipes. My mom's our key lime pie. We'll put it up there against anybody. The crisp, whatever flavor we want. Blueberry, blackberry, peach. It's just basically a cobbler, but we use a brown sugar and oat crust and put some fresh vanilla ice cream on top of that guy. And the butterfish, your smoking chicken for a jambalaya. Just pulled some rice off the stove tonight, and the gator bites, and then check us out for our Sunday brunch as well. We make the menu that morning, and, first Sunday every month. With Jazz Fools, too. So, I mean, it's just, we got a lot of stuff. Whatever we can get our hands on, we're cooking. The menu changes every day. We run through a couple things here and there, and, we just come through and keep the items fresh and order a little bit here, a little bit there, and we set a par, and, we run out at the end of the night, we run out. It is what it is. But, it keeps the menu fresh. It keeps a daily rotating menu. So you can come in here 5 days a week and get a different item every day. And you're like, oh, this wasn't here. It is what it is. No waste. Got to limit the waste and limit, how much you're producing. And, we go through and we make more small batches and burn through it.
Yeah. Now, as a small business owner, how has the supply chain affected your business? How have you seen any changes lately?
Well, yeah, there's always changes. There's always struggles out there. It's not as bad. It's getting better, the more. But, part of the problem wasn't, the supply was actually getting people to actually drive the vehicles and get product to a location. So a lot of people, struggle with that, but making sure you have different vendors and, having those people in your back pocket, where, some, supplies are going to be shorted, but a lot of people, you can get some different stuff from everybody else, and you just got to know the right people and make sure you're adjusting and, going with the times. Obviously, food prices are going up, and it is what it is. You just got to deal with it. You got to run with the punches and, just stay strong and keep grinding.
Right on. Absolutely. We're talking with Douglas Clark here. H'ours Creole is the restaurant. Check them out. Tarpon Springs, wonderful food, worth the drive. If you're in our listening audience, it's worth the drive anywhere you're coming from. You got to check it out. Awesome restaurant, great food. And Doug,
don't wear any socks either when you come here because we'll knock them off.
There you go, knock the socks off. Now, what being again, kind of like along the lines of being a successful business owner, and particularly in the restaurant industry, the numbers of failures within the first year, 5 years, 10 years, those stats are overwhelming. What are one of your secrets to success? How have you been able to navigate, the climate, the changing climates, and to have a super uber successful business in a restaurant?
Just making sure you're staying acquainted with your guests. Making sure it's an experience, giving them a reason to want to come back, not just once a month, but making sure it's exciting for them. The menu's exciting. The guests are going to feed off your energy. Obviously, got to make money, so the ability to change our menu and roll with a certain price point, and not throw anything away. That's like one of the biggest successes we have. Limited production and limits the amount of waste. But the key point is making sure that you're making your guests feel at home and that home feel. You got a nice home cooked meal. Our job is entertaining, but the biggest point is just making sure you're getting in, knowing their names and greeting their names. We always take a first and last name and a phone number and all that good stuff. Just making sure we're getting with our guests. We want them to know who we are, and we want to know who you are. We want to know what can help make the experience better, and being open, just being open to being, aware of your surroundings, really. That's what it boils down to.
Absolutely. I love it. Yep. The experience, no matter what business you're in the people business first, and
That's
then
right.
whatever your product or service is. All right, Doug Clark, thanks so much for joining us. H'ours Creole, how do you want folks to find you and connect?
Check us out on our website, www.hourscreole.com. Go to our Facebook, our Google, Instagram, see all kinds of good stuff. Remember, when you come here, you can always pre-order some desserts to go. Give us 24 hours, send a whole cake. We sell all our sauces and everything. Just let it, and let the servers know, and we'll take it down. But here we go, hourscreole.com, baby. Let's go.
There we go. I like it. All right, good energy. Appreciate you, my friend.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, taking a quick break. Coming back, Ray Hall Appraisals. We're going to talk about the latest happenings in his business. He's an appraiser throughout the state of Florida. He's over 2,500 properties a year. He's got his ear to the ground, so to speak, on the real estate market, as well as our feel-good story of the day. Fire department welcomes new therapy dog. Feel-good story of the day coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show. ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, everybody, it's the Captain, Matt Bruce, and you're listening to my buddy, Brandon Rhymes, a Consumer Quarterback. Sell, Brandon, sell.